don't think the moderator...
Well, her job is not to be well-versed in any of the sports talk. Your job is to communicate with the producer and control the flow.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit that subscribe button and stay in the loop. So former ESPN star Marcellus Wiley has claimed that Molly Qerim left the network because she was only earning $500,000 per year, despite Fast Tech partner Stephen Smith getting almost 40 times as much. Molly shocked viewers of the popular sports talk show after abruptly ending her 19-year stint with ESPN last month, despite initial reports suggesting that she would walk away at the end of the year. Following her stunning exit, ESPN President of Content admitted that she had surprised them with the timing of her decision, but explained how they had recently failed to come to terms over a renewal.
Yo, did y'all see the Molly Qerim's replacement on First Take?
No. She doesn't look like her.
Let's pull up. No, she does not look like her.
From what I seen in the picture, maybe I'm looking at the wrong person.
This white lady look like some Cracker Barrel shit.
Oh.
Cracker Barrel.
Shae Cornette.
Yeah.
You got the pick.
Give everybody a look at her so we can discuss.
Let me see. Oh, I take my bad. I'm sorry.
Pass that thing over.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
They went and got some white bread.
I saw a bad pick.
Yeah, they did.
White bread, blonde hair, the moderator. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at them.
And the show's still going on, huh?
I didn't understand issues. I disagreed with Ish in that conversation, but
What?
when we had the Molly talk.
You agree with me?
No, I didn't.
What I said?
You said that there shouldn't be a cap on her pay just because of the title, and I was arguing the other side.
I didn't say it shouldn't be capped. I said that she could say that I was one of the foundational pieces in this puzzle. She can't make what Stephen A. makes because of her position. You were saying, yo, she's a moderator, and the moderators are easier to find than the talent. And I agree with that. We started talking about Kendrick. That's his name, right?
Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And other NBA personalities. And Kendrick Perkins was making $700K or $750, and Molly was making $500. I said that she can argue that position.
I think that's a little disrespectful to her.
To her, right?
Yeah.
To say what?
For her to be making that much, like she's a. Don't get me. I'm not saying she's not replaceable at this point as far as us being able to find someone else. But if we want to talk about the legacy of that show, she's an integral piece of the
No,
culture.
she ain't.
Yes, she is.
No, she ain't.
Okay, I think
She's
so.
not.
She
Okay.
is.
No, we watched Carrie Champion come and go.
Yeah.
When Carrie Champion was there, we felt like, nah, she's leaving.
Who the fuck is Carrie Champion?
Huh?
And who the fuck is Molly?
Yeah, that's why I understand the question.
How many years was Molly there?
10.
Okay. You there for 10 years. She's played a part in some of the conversations, how they've moved, how the interactions that
By nature of her job, she's got to.
But that's
cool.
that's being a
But she's
piece
not
of.
an integral part of
So that's the case,
functioning of this show.
Integral mean the show can't
function. Can't
without
go
this
without you.
part here.
Everybody, if that's the case, nobody's an integral piece outside of Stephen A. Smith.
It's not the worst argument for that show.
Because I'm just saying, because everybody else is replaceable up there. So to her point,
That's true.
Look, to her point, then they making more money than me. I was here before them. They are gonna be way more well versed in basketball talk than I. But that's where the buck stops.
You don't think the moderator?
Her job is not to be well versed in any of the sports talk. Your job is to communicate with the producer and control the flow of the show. And let's get to this ad money when we got to get to
And to be clear, this is not for me. This is Molly. Molly's incredibly talented. I think it's just the ESPN, the program model ESPN is the moderators are kind of to be seen and not heard.
Nah, that's not true. Now, when you watch First Take, her job is not to be seen and not heard. She lends to the conversation. She just don't lend to the conversation as much as the people.
She doesn't have opinions very often.
I think it's sad.
That's what I mean.
When they start arguing, she's a pro at let's keep this train moving.
But that's what I mean.
All of that type shit has a value.
It does. It has a value.
Yeah,
it's just
but
when I say seen and not heard, I mean it's just like we don't care what you think about the LeBron press conference or the such and such trade. And because of that, and because people come for that, it's going to be less value placed on that than the people who are offering opinions and the personalities that are driving it.
Yeah, but I think the show. I think being a good moderator on that type of show is a very important
with hotheads
piece
and personalities.
With all those different people knowing how to do that and the skill set that she was doing it, I think that is a very important role. And for her to be making less while being there at a longer tenure than some of the people that just came, is disrespectful.
Let me say this.
No,
wait, you watch boxing, right?
This is the crazy part.
If you watch a boxing match, you cannot have an effective boxing match without an excellent referee. Mm-hmm. You can't have any sport without an excellent referee. Mm-hmm. And in fact, if you notice the referee too much, it's because they're not doing a good job. You should not leave a game talking about the referee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So referees are integral. They're foundational, and they're hard to find. But they still shouldn't make as much as the people boxing.
I think comparing a moderator to a referee is a little.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that to say that there can be. You can have an entertainment project where somebody's indispensable and hard to replace, but everybody who's indispensable, hard to replace, shouldn't make the same amount. Is all I'm saying.
I agree.
Stay on your point. Stephen A. Smith just signed a $100 million deal.
Yeah,
you're talking about paying Molly. She wasn't making $500. She was under $500. That was the offer. And she thought the offer was disrespectful. That means she was making.
I thought she was making $500 trying to get higher.
No, I think the offer was $500. I think they offered her $500, and she said the $500,000 was. I'm about to. They said that her offer was.
And these are all rumors. Like obviously, no one's talked money publicly. So
yeah, but the moderator at this point is still adding personality to the show. A referee getting in the ring doesn't add personality to the actual.
They're not relying on the moderator to add.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think ESPN wants that as their model.
Reportedly,
she rejected the offer of $500.
She rejected
which
that,
means she was making less than $500.
$500 was the bump.
So if you got Kendrick Perkins making $700, I've been here for 10 years. I'm making less than $500. Let's say she was making $350. We never know what she was making.
Yeah. Kendrick's not a moderator.
I know. I'm saying that Kendrick Perkins was making more money than her, right? Kendrick Perkins can speak basketball because he played basketball. Molly might not necessarily be able to lend to that particular conversation. That still doesn't mean she's just at the bottom of the value totem pole. When you got somebody next to you making $100 million and you got somebody over here making whatever, I don't know what their contracts are. Let's just say Kendrick's contract was $5 million. If she's saying, yo, I want my contract to be $2.5 million, I don't necessarily know that if that is a bad thing. That's what, everything is relative.
Well, can she do as much as the other person that's asking for that level of money? Like if you're only a moderator, now that is the only pushback I got on that. If you're only a moderator and you've only showcased your skill to be that, and then the other people who are in the field do more, and they you can't really have that argument at that point.
And that's why I'm saying the business model of ESPN and the entertainment model to me is we don't want the moderator to do more than this, and we don't want the moderator to show up with so much talent. Gotcha. We want this to be about these other people, and yeah, you're directing traffic, and I think she's incredibly talented. The problem is she's kind of capped out what you can make at that job. They don't want to spend $2 million on a moderator because they don't want that to be the center of the show, and that's what's unfortunate. As opposed to somebody like Malika Andrews, for example, who her job is a little different. And could Molly do that job? Absolutely.
Malika travels like crazy.
She travels. She's on camera. She's talking. She's offering opinions. She's pushing back. Do I think Molly could do that job? Absolutely. But to me, that's the move.
And that's where I think she's like, yo, I want to be able to do all of these things, and I can do all of these things. And if y'all don't see the value in that, or maybe want to give me more responsibilities, then I'm out.
Right, and that I respect. But I just think in a certain position, it's going to. And I don't want to sound like I don't want Molly to make her money. I hope she makes a $1 billion. Yeah, I have no investment in it.
Well, not $1 billion, because we shouldn't have billionaires.
Right, fair enough. That's why I said gajillion. I said gajillion if I didn't say billion. But I just understand how a position could cap. As a business owner, I know sometimes I can have a phenomenal employee who's incredibly talented, who I would love to create more opportunity for.
Skill sets or what your skill sets are,
or this position only requires a certain skill set. You could be the best barista ever at my cafe.
You've hit the cap.
You could be capable of doing book organizing events. You could be capable of being the manager. But if this is the spot you're in, I can't. At some point, I can't pay you anymore.
Is there a world where Molly was possibly, I'm not sure, y'all could tell me if it's asinine thought, if her contract to be a moderator there consists of her to solely be a moderator and do nothing else?
We wouldn't know.
We wouldn't
know. But let's just say that was the circumstance of, okay, we need you to solely be this. We don't even want you to explore that. But she had other skill sets that she just now is going to be forced to have to showcase. But it's kind of like you pigeonholed
and we are
Is that pigeonholing?
No, we didn't hire you for that.
We hired you to do this show.
Yeah,
when they hire Max Kellerman to do the first take, that's their job. They didn't ask you can he do a boxing analysis? Of course, he's the best in the business at it. But that's not what that job was. You know what I'm saying? And again, I think ESPN said we want attractive people who can talk to do this job, and that's it. And unfortunately, that's the cap of the job.
That's peace.
Opposed to that.
Salute.
I wish you the best.
Yeah,
I wish you the best.
I wish you the best, and I hope this new lady does all right.
She got big shoes to fill.
This is what I was about to say. You know where Molly's value or lack thereof will show?
When a replacement
comes.
Right. Because again, if people are like, oh, there is a new moderator, then it's like the referee. We don't remember who refereed the big fights. Sure. You know what I mean? Because their job is
when they start arguing and the new lady can't reel it in the same fashion.
I'm not the statement of saying that she got big shoes to fill already lets you know that it ain't.
But it ain't easy. I don't think the job is easy.
Let me ask, because I'm not familiar. Was there a moderator before her?
Yeah.
Who?
Carrie Champion.
The person that joined them.
Okay. But my point was just, all right, there was someone there before you. You filled that slot. They just think, that somebody could fill this slot. Somebody could do it.
Everybody's slot is fillable. Yeah. Pause. Fuck we talk about. Steph Curry can be replaced. We're going to see if the replacement is as good and effective as that individual. Right. Nobody's bigger than the program, bro.
Right. That's a fact.
Nobody's bigger than the program.
I also don't believe everybody can be replaced.
Yeah, I don't think
they'll be replaced in the same fashion. They may not bring, like if you replace Steph Curry today, right? You might replace him with somebody that has the ability of Ja Morant, right? He not gonna do what Steph do. But he gonna do something else.
I don't consider that replacement though. I consider that the person who was there is no longer no longer that.
And to extend the basketball metaphor,
some people don't have a comp.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. Very few.
Yeah,
right. It's very few people.
Small number.
It's a very small list of people.
But moderators do. And if you look at a basketball team, to extend the basketball metaphor, every team needs an eighth man. Every team needs a great rebounder. Everybody needs a good screen setter. But no matter how good you are at that, we only gonna pay so much for the eighth man who's the screen setter, even though it's an indispensable job.
I know who your agent is.
In today's NBA, you might get more, but you get my point. Like it ain't gonna be the Steph money because we just can't.
You can't. It's just
we just can't.
Steph. We Steph is different, yo. Steph is. I'll use the bad analogy. Steph is a once in a 100-year talent.
Yeah, maybe two.
How do y'all feel? Do you guys feel like Cam Newton is doing a good job as the Shannon Sharpe replacement? One, do you recognize that he is the Shannon Sharpe replacement?
100%.
And two, how do you think he's doing?
I never even.
I think he's gonna be more appealing to the younger folk. I think younger people will enjoy him more than enjoying Shannon. So I do think he's gonna be effective, but I don't like it. I don't enjoy it.
I think
young people really did like Shannon and all that. My grandmama said me, you just say. They liked all that.
I think that's an older people.
I think that's
older people. We relate to that. Yo, we get the yak, get the henny. My grandmama said. I think Cam is doing a phenomenal job. I think I didn't know how charismatic Cam was. Like he charismatic, yo. He got personality. I didn't know that. I didn't know Shannon had that much personality either, though.
I think Shannon's a better analyst.
I didn't know. I think Cam's show is really not an analytical show. I think Cam is up there on some personality, entertainment, interviewee shit. He ain't really doing X's and O's.
Yeah,
but I think if he had to do X's and O's, my nigga, he's Cam Newton and he could do it.
No, what I'm saying is because with Shannon is much better at doing
on his show.
Shannon doesn't do a lot of X's and O's on Nightcap nor when he was on ESPN, not particularly.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is I meant more in terms of well-rounded. Like Shannon Sharpe could talk basketball, and to the point that I sometimes forget that his expertise is football.
It's football.
Whereas with Cam Newton, I don't expect the NBA analysis from Cam Newton.
Shannon couldn't do that in the beginning. And he even said, yo, that was my weakness.
And he worked his ass off.
He said, I busted my ass. He said, I would go home and he said, I would watch basketball games with the sound off. And he said he wouldn't listen to the commentators or nothing.
I see Cam doing the same.
He said he knew he had a deficiency there, so he would bust his. He's like, yo, bro, nobody can outwork me. That's his own thing. He's like, yo, I wasn't the greatest gifted athlete. I didn't have all the natural skills that my brother had, but what I did was have just imaginable work ethic.
Yeah.
And that's to get better as an analyst. That's what I did
about him.
Yeah,
so
you got to
much.
respect that.
I admire it. In any field, I admire people who work their ass off.
And if you can see the change, and you can see the growth, you got to admire it.
I don't like some of the topics and some of the stuff that happens attached to Cam, but I mean, I do think he's going to be effective, and I do think a younger crowd who needs someone that they can lean into and relate to, he'll be that person. Sure. Even though he's still not a young guy, but he's
younger. He's probably still in his 30s.
But you know, in comparison to a lot of the kids that are probably going to want to keep up with the words he say, in comparison to Shannon, he's going to be way more effective.
I think he's going to resonate.
Cam's super talented, but I think the young people like Unc.
Yeah, and he
you think
still considers
young people will like Unc over Cam?
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't see the young demographic as not liking Shannon. I think Cam Newton's going to grow into whoever he's going to be, and I think he could be even bigger. He could be amazing. But I really liked where Shannon was now. I think the upside of Cam is amazing, but right now, apples to apples, I think Shannon
Cam's
was
36.
better.
Yeah, but is he only 36?
36.
It's an unfair comparison.
Yeah,
because you're taking Shannon Sharp that had all those years of Skip. And I had
years of doing the Fox football stuff.
I think the Skip shit was the education. I think Skip shit was I'm just saying you're gonna take all of it into account.
That was college, or everything before that was high school. Yeah.
Skip came. You get all of these eyes on you now. It's a whole different level of public notoriety and scrutiny. And I think he excelled at that way more than what we thought he would do. Right. And now you bringing Cam damn near off the street. I think it's just a bad comparison. I think Cam is smoking shit. I think Shannon smoked shit.
For sure.
But I think if you give Cam the same amount of time, because Cam shit is kind of more podcasty.
It is.
Right?
Right, which is very different.
Out the door. Shannon grew into podcasty. Right. Cam is right there from the rip in the podcast field.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's better or worse, because I think broadcasting is just a different muscle.
It could be, because he'll be on First Take, and he kills on First Take. I just seen him on First Take when I was in the airport, and he was smoking shit when they was talking about Tua dissed him.
Yeah.
And the way he was expressing himself, that he bodied that whole entire day. So I think that he has the ability to do so. We'll just see.
Have you guys seen any of the collages running around with all of the black men that we've lost before they hit 60 years old?
No, I don't know if I want to see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Shit,
but I'm thinking of a few off the top of my head.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking of a few.
This here, I'm looking at, and I can't even name all of these people. This is Fat Man Scoop, Irv Gotti, Phife Dawg, DMX, D'Angelo, MF Doom, Heavy D.
Oh God.
This is an actor right here that I don't know his name. This is another actor I don't know his name. I'm looking at pictures. Coolio, Biz Markie,
Black Rob,
Nate Dogg, Clark Kent, Beat King, whoever this gentleman is. And then you got all the rappers that fucking, who's my man in Atlanta they found on the couch? Fucking, Rich Homie.
Rich Homie
Quan is the Juice WRLD, but there's just this correlation going around with, I don't want to get to the younger people. There's just this correlation going around about black entertainers not making it to 60, and how we need to start having more conversations that revolve around the health of black men.
Shit. You know this dude, Andre Brower, the black dude that played the captain on The Wire. That was in the John Wick. The dude that was in the John Wick.
Lance. Yeah, amazing
voice actor too.
Do y'all think that is correlated to? Well, of course, it's correlated to lifestyle, but do you think it's correlated to our lifestyle?
Yeah, stress, bro. I think. And I just had this conversation recently too with somebody. Like, we play around a lot and we joke a lot. I think that getting married, my nigga, alleviates a ton of stress. I think a lot of single men just be running around doing a bunch of shit. And I think when you settle down and you have somebody to take some of that load off of you emotionally and mentally, I think that shit is a value that we don't necessarily.
It goes a long way.
Yeah, bro. I think we don't.
Yeah, did you?
What the fuck was that?
I'm thinking about what y'all saying. Good.
I think it's one side.
I'm thinking about what you're saying. Niggas losing their life and health, and I'm just thinking
our lifestyle, bro, and how we eat
Yes.
How the stresses that we take on, bro. Like stress will kill your fucking ass.
Yes, you talk about supporting a bunch of people just a minute ago.
It's that, but then if we being real, it's just niggas just not wanting to go to the fucking doctor. And then you can have a wife and still not want.
Part of it.
That's it. Like when we talk about D'Angelo and type of cancer he had, like the symptoms of it
they're non-existent.
They're literally like no symptoms at a certain point.
They just got a new test.
You have to stay on top of that. And when you talk about the fact that, not to personalize it, like I didn't go to the doctor, and I know a lot of dudes who don't go to the doctor, who just if I don't feel bad, I don't feel bad. I'm not even stressed out. I'm cool. And then you pop up one day and you motherfucking sick.
That's the same thing that Chris Gotti was saying about his brother. That he didn't want to go to the doctor.
You don't go to the doctor.
Yeah. I've said on here before, Clark Kent echoed that sentiment before he passed. Like, damn, if I'd have just stayed on top of my health, I wouldn't have been in this position, but I was being this Brooklyn tough guy.
Yo, I had a family member tell me, he was just like, yo, I don't go to the doctor because I don't want to find out.
I don't want to know.
Listen,
that's what marriage comes in. Or partnership, not necessarily marriage, just being with somebody. Last Monday, I was working out and I couldn't breathe. I had this weird because of my blood clot history. I got scared as shit. If I had been single, I would have just thugged it out.
You're a thug.
I went straight to urgent care. You know what I mean? And it was helpful because they found some stuff that I need to deal with.
My dad literally went his whole life saying, man, whatever happened.
When it's my time,
when we got him in that, him in that emergency room and he was on that stretcher, one of the last things I remember him saying is, I wish I'd have did different. His last words. So everybody say that shit while it's cool and good and you feel fine.
I think it's a fear, yo. I really think it's a fear.
It's a fear of knowing some shit.
That's where the accountability
it becomes real.
Because when you're accountable to a person or your kids or whatever, or somebody to remind you, because we all are accountable, but when you have that reminder, you know what I mean? Also, like, I don't want you to leave me with these kids. And vice versa, right? So as co-parents, you say that shit too, whether you're married to them or not. Like there's just something about having other people in your life, but also even if you don't, we gotta be good to each other. We get to ourselves, you know what I mean, and know that we deserve that. Because the shit's gonna happen anyway. And honestly, the fear you have is usually compounded. Like if I'm scared of the pain of death or the pain of cancer, whatever, catching it early will make this shit a lot less painful. Wait until the last minute, you might be tortured from that shit.
Like I think that it made full circle. Like when you got people at home relying upon you.
That's what I was just about to say.
You'll take your ass to the doctor. You'll take your because that's
true.
Oh wait,
I think you'll take your ass to the doctor. You saying you won't?
I was saying, listening to what we're saying on this black men's health topic and stress and all of the things that you're faced with. Back to our earlier talk. Again, how could you not set aside some time for you?
Yeah. To go to the doctor. No, we just mean just for you. Just period.
Listen to your body. Some of you niggas is waking up and your piss is coming out in squirts all over the place. That's your body telling you something. It's purple or it's gold.
Your shit orange. No, your shit look like
or it's gold. Some of you niggas, your stool is fucking funny. Some of you, there's signs and symptoms. Your body will just talk to you.
But no, this is what happened, Joe. Is that'll happen in that moment. And then the next day,
4 days later,
it'd be fun. Like I'm telling you, a lot of never mind. Just men. Period. We just want to be able to just feel like whatever we thinking in the brain is just for that moment. And then once we wake up the next day, we don't have no recollection of that. It's fine. We good.
Man,
so even when people say, "Yo, yeah," I'm telling you, I don't know a lot of men who stay on top of the doctor shit like that, and the men that I did know who were healthy, who ate well, like rest in peace, Ice Pick J, super healthy dude, ran every day, ate well, boom, cancer. Just because he didn't go to the doctor quick enough to like find out at that point you're already too far.
Well, also it don't start with us, right? Go get your family chart. Go get your parents'
also too,
chart.
Hereditary shit, yeah.
Go get your grandparents, or just find out. Maybe you can't get them. Grandparents dead.
I know this is gonna sound.
Find out what runs in the fucking family.
I got my mom's and my grandmom's my chart. Like I have, because my doctor. My doctor. One of the questions they be asking. Shut up, nigga.
Yo, see, I love when he do.
Like it got away.
It ain't there though.
The phlegm's still there.
It's gone.
The cotton ball,
Little lip ball.
Motherfucker.
Like a
Nah, the doctor be like, yo,
little kid, little fur.
all right, talk about my family. Shut the fuck up.
Jill.
Oh, shit.
You always playing.
All right, my bad.
Talk about my family now.
That's true.
But yes, your family history, they want to see all that shit. They want to know all that shit. So I have everybody in my chart. Like, we share that information. Because, again, I got, my grandparents got sick out of the blue. So now everybody's on top of everything just to try to keep, you got to be, you want to try to be here.
I've been way better with my shit. Way better.
And we come from fucking high stress level situations that breed
Cities.
high blood pressure.
Environments.
That bleed high cholesterol. We eat food that, like, we got to change our mindset at some point.
Smoggy ass air.
It has to become important to live.
True.
It has to.
They said that getting angry attributes to memory loss.
Yeah,
bro.
Like stress and anxiety. If you yell and you think that you're just getting it off, it could.
Your body is
do something with your memory.
Joe, you said people got to focus on wanting to live.
I got to stop.
No, but you said people need to focus on wanting to live, and that's a fact. But it's hard to tell people that when they just focusing on just getting by.
Survival.
Like a lot of people are in survival mode.
Yes,
like
that is a fact.
They're living, but they don't. It doesn't feel like living. It feels like
90s in the 90s, bro.
Yeah, it's
in the 90s, bro.
It's a great statement to say,
it's
but
the 90s. Yeah.
Well, also, and I'll just speak for me. Everything it gets easier when you realize that everything here is meant to kill you anyway.
Well, yeah,
it's facts. It's facts.
And when you realize that that's the most natural next step after all this shit. That's what we here to do. We here to live. And we gonna end up dying at some point.
Also, not the longest recent histories. At one point, I had a job and was doing music on the side, trying to make it and still working out. Like, it's not impossible to do that in New York City, which is the most expensive place to live in the fucking planet. Like, you can still take care of yourself while you're trying to make ends meet.
Yeah, you can jog. You can jog and it's free.
Yeah, walk.
And if you can't jog, walk.
It's free.
Yeah, go take a walk. Hey, laugh.
Right.
All of that.
Laugh.
Right.
Fucking eat some salad. Get you some motherfucking kale and all that shit.
Cucumbers.
I'm just saying, seeing the collages running around, like
that's
constant reminder, and it has to make you feel like
scary.
Imagine you compile that.
Scary.
Imagine when you compile that with all the men under 50 that have no notice or no name.
Yeah, that's not on that list.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people under 50 who are dying.
No, that shit. No, it's the scary part.
All of it.
And it's probably scary a little. Well, I don't know about Corey. That nigga don't have no fear. Dog, we right there. When you was 25,
God
28,
damn, man.
nigga, I'm 49 years old.
Yeah, I'm 42.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yo,
how many more summers you think we got?
Like, yo, you right there. You get what I'm saying? So when you was 30 or 28, it was an afterthought. You talking about niggas that passed away under 60.
You know what?
Nigga, in 11 years, I'm 60.
You know what the real scary shit is? When you start catching up with folk and people you went to school with, and you start realizing, like, wait, my classmates are all dying.
Yeah.
When that shit hits,
D'Angelo is 51, bro.
No. I'm saying
her?
And from the time that they passed, yes, right. I'm talking about if you were to go ahead and have that level of health and have that level of, people can live to 80, and that's and if at 40 years old, that's half of your life is gone. It's not right there. You still have a lot of
it ain't. It's niggas that's 80 that smoke a pack of cigarettes every fucking day and eat hog maws their whole life, and them niggas could get up and do what the fuck it ain't.
Like, for Ish to be about to celebrate 50 years old, that's a big deal to me.
Yeah. And looking like that.
You don't look the greatest.
You out your fucking nigga. You out your fucking nigga. That hate is
you gotta get
crazy.
You gotta get that BBL before January, nigga.
BBL and shit. Yeah, man. Fuck out.
But to be able to say, yo, I got 50 of them things on this planet,
it's a big deal. Yeah.
That's why we keep telling you gotta have a party, nigga.
You do have to have a party.
You have to have a party.
If he looked as good as he thought he did, somebody would throw him a party.
Joe.
If he looked that good, somebody would throw a little something for you.
We should throw something like a month early so he can't get out of that with that vacation shit.
Surprise party. You got the nigga
I'm
pissed
not
off surprise.
throwing ish shit. Fuck ish.
Nah.
Every time I do that, I look like I'm begging for a friend. I damn near didn't want to fucking sit here and talk to Angela Rye about you and look like I'm fighting for that fucking friend.
Oh man. That shit was getting me pissed on the side, man.
What?
That Angela Rye.
Yo, what you think we do for you, bitch ass nigga?
I don't understand the question.
We fight for you too.
Oh shit.
Where'd that come from? What is?
You like, yo man, fuck these niggas. I'm sitting fighting for these niggas like I'm begging for a friend. Nigga, we fight for you more than you fight for us.
That's a fact.
I don't even know what.
You say you fight for you fight with Mandy.
And we're not talking about the same thing. I'm talking about being in your face and saying, hey, hang out, come out. What you doing this weekend? Hey, Saturday. Why we don't hang out no more? Remember we used to hang out? Fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
We know.
We should hang out though. You got it. Because it bothers me, right? Like last pod, I watched the last pod back, and I was talking over fucking tripping on a yacht, Cash Cobain. It's just like, that's what's doing it in the strip club. I was like, yo, just come out for an hour, man.
Come out and